Well, welcome back to Me and You Outside. You know, it's still trot lining season here in Missouri. In fact, it's full swing underway, and it's the best time to trot line here. First 2 weeks of June, which is coming around the corner here real fast. But one thing I like to do is a trot line. I look forward to this every year, is trot lining from my house. I literally walk out of my house, which you can see it right up through there, through the trees. I would literally walk out of my house. I come down these rocks here, these natural steps here. You can kind of see these natural steps, these rocks. And I just come right down here. I got a boat right here. You can see my boat right here. It's all decked out with a rider already. Jackson's videoing. And I got a motor back there. I got batteries. I got a battery, trolling motor. We're gonna go upriver about a quarter mile, a little better, into a big hole of water, a deep hole of water. It's not real big. I almost tried to trot line across there. Might set out a limb line or two. I don't know yet, but for sure trot line. But we're gonna catch some big flatheads. Now I hope to catch one over 40 pounds this year up here. The biggest one I ever caught here was weighed 52 pounds. I'd like to catch one over 40 this year, and even plus. We'll see. The biggest catfish I ever known of that was caught on this river was caught in the early 1900s. That it weighed 125 pounds, big flathead. It was literally hand fished out of here. Some hand fishermen caught it, and back before that was probably illegal. But anyways, it weighs 125 pounds. They have a makeup model of it, which looks perfect up at the Bass Pro Shop there in Springfield. Anyways, caught in this river about a mile downriver from where I live. I'd love to catch one half that size. I'll be happy with that. Anyways, let's go upriver. Let's go set some trot lines. Let's see if we can catch a big flathead. So let's just go together and see. All right, we're heading upriver. We got a little ways to go. One thing nice about a trolling motor, it's quiet, 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 quiet. We got Brindley and Jackson here to help me. Jackson will help me set a trot line. There's Brindley. They like to ride along sometime when I'm setting trot lines. And they're not fighting, they're a lot of fun. Right, Brindley?
Yep. You are on camera.
All right. I'm baiting out this trot line, this hole of water right here. We call this the eagle nest hole because there's an eagle nest right up there.
Kill him. Kill him.
I caught some good perch on the trap earlier today, in a trap. That's a big old black perch right there, or a green ear sunfish, as they're really called. Sometimes I hook him in the mouth, sometimes I hook him in the back. Yeah, no certain reason, just whatever. Whatever on that particular hook suits my fancy, that's how I bait them. I got all kinds of hooks on this line here, and I do that for a reason because I have different kinds of bait. I've got perch, live minnows, dead minnows. There's a nice green ear sunfish right there. I'm telling you, that's some of the best bait you'll ever get for a big flathead, which is perfect. There's a dead minnow right here. It's a surefire channel cat catch right there. Except I'm baiting out a little early. Let me see if it's my weight right here. Huge window weights. I get people give me these all the time. I like to use them. And here we go. Just like that. Gonna go run these trot lines. Both been sitting here all night. Got a little water in the boat. It's mainly from a trot lining. You just getting in and out of the boat. You put a lot of water in the boat. One of the best ways to get water out of boats with a sponge right here. This big old sponge. You just drop it down that water. I mean, it comes out. You can get a lot of water out of your boat real quick. I really like it in my kayaks. It's hard to scoop water out of a kayak. But below this sponge, you can sure get it out. I had about 4 gallons of water in this thing, probably. And I'm done. I've got it all pretty much out. I'll tell you what I'm competing with bait for catfish with these little things right here. That is a cicada. They're everywhere. I seen fish yesterday feeding on them, mainly carp on top water, and I've caught a lot of catfish. It's just their stomachs are just loaded with cicadas. So I know they're feeding on these cicadas, but a lot of times what that does is it causes a feeding frenzy for catfish. And then when they come up on your bait, they go ahead and take it too, because they're just feeding. And I hope that's what happened last night. But we're about to find out. We're gonna go upriver here, run that trot line. We got a couple limb lines out on top of that. But we'll see if we caught anything. We might have caught some catfish. Hopefully we did, but we're gonna find out. So let's go upriver. Here we go. There's a fish right here. I think he's very big. A lot of slack in this line. Sometimes it's a sign you caught a big catfish. Catfish will put a lot of slack in the trot line. Big catfish. It's just a good channel cat right here. I have a lot of good bait on this line. Another one out there. He's not happy, is he, Jackson? Try to hoist him up. Two catfish this morning. A mess of fish for two people, probably. But we'll be back, run them again. Stay right there, let's run them again. All right, we're in the second morning on the same trot line here. I got fish right here close. You can see him fighting the line.
Oh, I feel a fish. I felt a...
Somewhere close, not a big one. Either keeper or channel cat. Small one, I'll take him. Flop it out, son, flop it out. Get him in quickly. There we go, I got it. All right, well, we caught 7 channel catfish on this run. We caught 2 yesterday, as you saw. That makes 9 catfish. That's just pretty good, I'll take that. I'd like to have caught a big one this morning, but I'll bait them out again tonight. And just stay with us. We'll catch a big one at some point up here. I'm pretty sure there's a big flathead or 2 in this hole of water right here. We call this the eagle nest hole because there's an eagle's nest right up yonder. Hard to see it with that camera, but huge nest. So we're gonna I'll take these up there and we'll dump them in the tank, so I'll see you up the top of the hill by the house. All right, now we're back at the house. We're only about a quarter, 3/4 of a quarter, if you can say that, above my house here. Here's what we got. We got some pretty good channel cat here, probably a 4-pounder. There's another 4-pounder right there. A couple of 1.5-pound, 2-pounders, 3-pounder, 1.5-pound maybe right there. A really good mess of catfish plus the 2 we caught yesterday you just saw there on the video. Now we're gonna take these up and dump them in the tank. So let's grab a hold of them, we'll take them up and we'll see you up there at the tank. All right, I'm gonna dump these in this tank. I'll leave them in here about 3 or 4 days before I clean them. Let's see that net over there. There's a little net in there. No, oh, yonder it is. A silver one. Now bring me that net. I'll show you something. You put catfish in a tank like this, they regurgitate everything out of their stomachs within 24 hours. And this bottom's full of stuff. I'm pretty sure it's the stuff that came out of the last catfish I had in here. I'm gonna try to rake this up and see what it is. A lot of cicada parts, bugs, worms, a bunch of stuff. And I have emptied that probably 4 or 5 times. I have taken that stuff out of this tank. Now these ones I'm going to drop in here that we caught this morning, they're going to regurgitate, like I say, everything out of their stomachs. That's what they do. Animals and birds, fish, they all do that. They empty their stomachs so they can move fast, so they can escape, and it lightens their load. In other words, that's why they do it. These catfish right here, every one of them will regurgitate, and I'll have to clean this tank out. They become very lively in here within 3 hours. These fish, you see them laying down there right now. That's what they do. And they'll all wake up and they will be nuts. And to get them out, I have to use this net right here. And it's quite an ordeal because they splash you and go crazy. Anyways, hey, I appreciate you watching this episode of Me and You Outside. Sorry about the background noise. That's my area. It's called an agitator. It's not an aerator, but it's an agitator, which really does this water good. This is check number 3. Now we've had 2 checks, if you have already seen on that trot, on these trot lines up here above my house. So this is check number 3. I'm going to pull the line this morning, get it up out of there because there's calling for some pretty heavy rain today here in this part of Missouri, and I just don't want it river getting up and washing my trot line away, and that has happened to me too many times, and I'm not going to let this happen this time. So I'm going to take it out of there. Hopefully we got some fish on this trot line this morning. Hopefully there's a big one on there. I sure baited her out really good last night. I baited out about 8 o'clock, so that's good. We'll see what happens. I got my 2 companions right here, Brinley and Jackson. I'll tell you what, we're just having a good time doing all this trot lining. We've got a mess of fish. We got several in the tank, 7 or 8 I think in the tank. I'll probably skin those so my possession limit will be legal. We'll see how many we got this morning. All right, let's go run this trot line. And it'll be the final run on this trot line on this particular hole of water up here. A male channel cat right here. Caught him on a dead minute too. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure it's a turtle.
Are you keeping it?
I don't know. I'm going to look at it when I get home, see if there's any salvageable meat on it.
Oh.
There might be, it might not be, I don't know. All right, this is the final day of 3 days of trot lining just above my house up here. I pulled the line out of there because the weather is going to happen today, possibly a lot of rain. And caught a catfish on the trot line that you saw there. Something ate about half of it. Now it's one of 2 things. I think that was probably a big old snapping turtle. The only other thing it could have been would be an otter, but otter normally don't eat underwater. But it could have been an otter. But I think honestly it was a snapping turtle that did that. Now I'm going to take this catfish up there. I'm still going to salvage some meat off of it because he really didn't touch the lower part of the fillet. So I'll be able to save some of it, I'm pretty sure. And anything on there that I don't want to eat, the 350 degree grease will take care of it. Now here's what we got here this morning. Pretty good catch, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 channel cat, counting that one that got 8. That's just pretty good. And with what we've already caught there the last couple of days, we got a good mess of fish right at 20, which is good. And we're going to take these up and put them in the tank, and I'm going to leave them there for 2 or 3 days, and I'll clean all these fish. Probably Sunday or, in a couple of days, whatever. All right, well, we'll get these up there and put them in, and then Just go from there. I'm gonna see what kind of meat I can get out of this turtle. This turtle eating don't video me.
Why?
Just this.
What's I'm doing?
Oh yeah, look at that. See, I knew I could get some pretty decent fillet out of that. And I'll just rip this off of here like this. You gotta take this rib out. Knock out this nasty meat right here. It's on the catfish. Get rid of that. Pretty good looking fillet overall. See what I got on this side here. Pretty sure that was a turtle that did this. But I have an idea if it had been an otter, he would have eaten more of that. Some more of this stuff off of here. Take the rib out. Look at there. That's two pretty good fillets I got off of that fish. I salvaged about 75% of the meat, so I'm glad about that. Very awesome. We had a good time trot lining. We're going to do some more. Hopefully catch a big fish on the next one that you see, but I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you watching. So wherever you're at in this world, my friends, have a good day, good morning, good day, good night. Because I can tell you this without a shadow of a doubt, there's another video coming
Right around the corner.